I'm Stephanie Jaworski of joybaking.com. Today we're going to make buttermilk berry muffins, and this is what they look like. This muffin is tender and moist, full of berries, but it also has the flavor of vanilla and lemon. So the first thing that you will need to do is to preheat your oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 190 degrees Celsius. And then you will need a 12-cup muffin pan. I've just lined mine with paper liners, but if you wanted to, you could just either butter the inside of your muffin cups or even spray them with one of those non-stick sprays. So really easy. This type of muffin is what you would call a quick bread. We don't need a mixer. We just need one bowl for the dry ingredients, one for the wet. We mix them together and we're done. So I'm going to start with the dry ingredients. In a large bowl, I have 2½ cups, which is 325 grams of all-purpose flour, plain flour. To that, I'm going to add 3/4 of a cup, 150 grams of granulated white sugar. I know mine doesn't look white. It's because it's organic, so it's off-white. Either one. And then 2 teaspoons, which is 8 grams of baking powder, a 1/2 teaspoon, 2 grams of baking soda, and 1/4 teaspoon, 1 gram. I'm using a fine kosher salt. You could just use a table salt. And I'm just using a whisk. Just use a fork. You could use your fingers. Whisk it together. And then I like to add, we're having berries, and I'm going to add the zest of 1 lemon. You don't have to. If you don't want a lemon flavor, you can just leave it out. You could also use an orange if you would prefer to use that. I think a little citrus, whether it's orange, I guess you could even use a lime, just kind of perks up all the flavors. And of course, always wash your fruit. And then I'm using one of these microplanes, kind of fancy tool, makes easy work of it. You could just use your box grater, just the fine grate on that, whatever you want. Okay. Dump that in there. And I'm just going to use that, break up all the zest. You don't want it clumping together. And then, of course, we need berries. You will need 1½ cups, which is about 225 grams of berries. I'm using fresh berries today. And really, you could use, I've got blueberries, blackberries, and raspberries. And make sure you wash and then pat them dry. Use whatever you have. If it's just blueberries are in season, just use blueberries, blackberries. And also, you could use frozen berries as well. In the winter, can't find fresh or they're just too expensive. Just use frozen, but don't defrost them. Just like I'm going to add these right into my flour. If you're using frozen, dump them in frozen. And I'm just going to make sure, cover them all with, toss them in the flour. Hopefully that will prevent them from sinking as they bake. So that's it for our dry. Now for our wet. In another bowl, I have 1 large egg. Have your egg at room temperature. A large egg out of the shell is about 50 grams. And I'm just using my whisk again, break that up. And then I'm going to add 1 cup, 240 milliliters, 240 grams of buttermilk. Have your buttermilk at room temperature. Buttermilk helps to make your, whatever you're using it in with baking, helps to make it the texture nice and tender. And it almost makes, when you're using it with a muffin, almost gives the muffins more of a bread-like texture. You can have cake-like and bread-like. This is what I would call more bread-like using the buttermilk. I think I said have your buttermilk at room temperature. Now you can just buy buttermilk, or if you can't find it, you can make a really good substitute. Just take 1 cup, 240 milliliters of just milk, and stir in 1 tablespoon of either like a lemon juice or a vinegar. Stir it, let it sit just right on the counter for about 10 minutes, and it's ready to go. You could use it. If you've never used buttermilk, I mean, people are going to ask, yes, you could just use milk. But if you've never used buttermilk in your baking, I would try it. That's a little, a little flavor, plus, like I said, a really nice texture. And then I'm going to add 1 teaspoon, 4 grams of vanilla, pure vanilla extract. If you don't want a vanilla flavor, you can just leave that out. Or, really you could add, if you want to kind of bump up that lemon flavor, you could add a little pure lemon extract, a little almond extract. And then last is 1/2 cup, 120 milliliters, 120 gram of a flavorless oil. So that can mean, vegetable, corn, canola, safflower, or even if you have a very light tasting olive oil, you could use that. I like to use oil in this, mainly because it helps, again, to give the muffins really moist, tender texture. And the other thing is, if you want to store these in the refrigerator, the oil, as opposed to butter, the oil will keep them soft. You use butter and you put them in the refrigerator, the butter really firms up. This oil doesn't, but it really adds a nice texture to these muffins. So that's our batter. I just got to stir the two. I'm going to make a little well in the center here and just pour that right in. And then I'm going to use my spatula just to mix these two together. Whenever you're doing like any kind of quick bread, you want to just mix it just until everything's mixed together and all the flour is moistened, and then stop. That's why I like to do it by hand. I mean, yes, you could use your hand mixer or a stand mixer, but I can see it and I can just mix it just until everything's moistened. Make sure you go like in the center and down the bottom of your bowl. Now, the one thing about fresh berries versus frozen, although my raspberries were a little soft, is sometimes when you use frozen, the batter might turn a little like blue if you're using blueberries. I mean, it's just aesthetics, really. Doesn't affect the taste, so don't worry. Oh, I think I'm happy with that. So now, let's move all of this over to this side. Keep this lemon, just cover it and put it into the refrigerator, and then you can use the juice for something else, salad dressing or in your baking. So now I'm going to fill the muffin cups with the batter. You can just use, some spoons or like a cookie scoop, ice cream scoop, either one. I find with this, you're going to fill them right to the top. Nice big muffins. Okay, last one here. There we go. Just a little more there. Okay, we are ready. Slopped. So now for baking. I'm going to say 20 to 25 minutes because everybody's oven is a little different. They're going to rise, not a lot, but they will rise a bit. You'll get some color to them. And of course, the toothpick inserted into the center of the muffin will come out clean. I do rotate my baking pan front to back about halfway for even baking. So I'm going to say 20 to 25 minutes. So our buttermilk muffins, our berry muffins are done. So put your pan on a wire rack. So don't they look gorgeous? Nicely browned, toothpick inserted into the center, came out clean. So now I'm going to let them cool probably about 10 minutes at least in the pan. And then when we come back, we will try one. So now let's try one. They're still a little warm. I like them that way. Peel back the paper. Look at that. Just lots of berries. Now I'm just going to have it plain. I'm not against putting some butter on there. Really good, but we'll be good and we'll just eat it plain. They're very tender and moist, so actually, you know, they don't need any butter or jam or anything like that. But like I said, you want to, go ahead. You know, the buttermilk adds a little tang, makes them tender. They are more, I would say, bread-like than cake-like in texture. The oil makes them nice and moist. I mean, there's those berries. Like I said, you could use, I've used 3 different types, but that's because they're in season. But, you know, if it's just one, just go ahead and use that. Or, like I said, frozen berries. Absolutely fine in these muffins. So, muffins, you know, they're at their very best the day they're baked. But you could cover them and store them a few days. You can also freeze them, which is a nice thing. And when you want one, you can just take it out. Now, if you go to the joybaking.com website or our YouTube channel, I have lots of other types of muffin recipes that you might want to try. Actually, there's cakes, muffins, all that kind of stuff, cookies. So check it out. And you must try these. And until next time, I'm Stephanie Jaworski of joybaking.com.